Brothers on record, not what you expected. Once you get the message, you sure to respect it. Now get connected, it's brothers on record. Now get connected, it's brothers on record. That's right, two brothers, one mic, tap in. That's right, two brothers, one mic, tap in. That's right, two brothers, one mic, tap in. It's brothers on record, plug in and stay connected.
Welcome back to the Brothers on the Mic podcast. My name is Nasir Forexel. I'll be the only host today. Unfortunately, my brother's in school. But there are some things I wanted to touch on real quick. First of all, recently, last week, I tried going snowboarding. And bro, when I tell you, it is not for the weak. I mean, like, we first started at the intermediate level. I'm thinking, okay, maybe I got the hang of this. I never ice skated. I never skateboarded before. I'm thinking I'm big dog, so I'm going on snowboard. I'm like, all right, we take the little baby route. I bust my ass like 10 times. Mind you, distance is not even that far. So I'm like, wait, hold on. And the worst part about it is I felt vulnerable. Like I'm really sitting, like, no homo, my legs bent and I can't get up. So I'm like, yo, bro, like, what's up? Like, I'm trying to stand up regularly. The worst part is I cannot stand up. So I'm like, I give major props to people that could snowboard. So I'm like, okay, we go around the little baby circuit like 3 times. I started getting a little comfortable. I started getting my balance down. But once I fell, it was over because my fat ass can't get back up. So I'm like, all right, hold on. So I eventually kind of get it, and I just full send it. We go all the way up top. Like, it's like the highest point. Mind you, we're at American Dream Mall. We're not outside yet, because if we're outside, I probably would have been cooked. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably got hurt. So thank God I wasn't that cocky. But we went all the way up top. And as we're going, I'm looking down. Like, we took a little, something to get on top. I don't know what it's called. But I'm looking down from the bottom to top to the bottom. Like, yo, like, this looks scary. It looks scary visually, and I'm like, nah, I know I'm gonna bust my ass again. So then I'm going down with full confidence. Okay, let me full send it with me and my meds. And then I go down, and I take a big ass tumble. And then all I see is my friend come right beside me. And mind you, he's good at this. So I'm thinking, okay, he's gonna go right by me. His fat ass come and tumble on me, and he's like 200 pounds. So I'm like, yo, come on, bro. Like, it just wasn't a good experience. So I gotta give props to the snowboarders. Y'all got it. Like, I'm gonna definitely get nasty at it eventually, but like right now, I realize I did suck at it. And eventually I will get comfortable enough to go outside because like I have to get nasty at it. But it's funny that I brought up how some fat ass was the one that toppled over me, because he's actually here today, and we're gonna do some have some good conversations with him. It's none other than my friend Miguel. How you doing?
Doing pretty well. Thank you guys for having me today.
This man right here, man, we both go to the same nursing program. In my opinion, he's a genius. Smartest guy I know, and I'm not even glazing you, bro. This guy works out, lifts 315, bench like insane squats, like does all that, plays baseball. Could have won D2. I'm talking like athlete. And on top of that, works, goes to nursing school, no joke. So I definitely wanted to provide some type of platform for him because I know it takes a lot of work and he's a very disciplined guy. And we're going to go over a little bit about his upbringing and stuff. But thank you so much for coming on the pod, my guy. It's my best friend right here,
bro. Thank you for having me. I'm doing pretty good, bro. How you doing?
I'm not doing too well, you know what? I still feel my arm, bro. Like, I'm dead serious when I tell y'all you torpedo straight into my shoulder.
I torpedoed it as lightly as I could. I have a video. Hopefully he puts it on here, but I did it as
We're going to insert the shot of me getting trampled by this guy. And he's not a small dude either, bro. I just say so, but he's an expert. So he's the one that was teaching me. So we're going to go back and we're going to get better. Hopefully in the future episodes, I'm going to like explain how I've gotten way better and how I've become like an expert in snowboarding because of your teaching and stuff.
You will, bro.
Yeah, but man, how you doing? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good. I can't complain about everything. Life is good. I finally have an off day. I've been working nonstop this entire winter break, but it feels great coming out here and shooting some content.
Of course, man. Let's talk a little bit about you. Let's talk about your early life. So, where are you from? Give us a little bit. Let the audience tell.
So, on my passport, on my ID, I'm American, right? But I come from a Dominican heritage, meaning like my mom, she's an immigrant. She immigrated here back in the 90s. So have like the rest of my siblings, my sisters. We're from this place in DR called Sahoma, acronym for Sama Silvera Mata. So when I was fairly young, my mom, she took me back to DR. And that's where I kind of like, it was like when I was a baby, but I came back. Not necessarily saying that I grew up there, but I came back. I got accustomed to my roots. I started speaking Spanish as my first language. And I pretty much grew up in Brooklyn, New York my entire life. I grew up in a prominent Dominican community, Puerto Rican community called Williamsburg, which is in North Brooklyn.
We know what Williamsburg.
Yeah. Exactly, just make this show straight up. But up there in Williamsburg, so that's where I grew up, and then later I moved more into like the Bushwick Bedside area, so that's where I'm at. But yeah,
okay. What type of kid were you? Were you a good kid, bad kid?
I was a bad kid, bro.
A bad boy?
Like a really
He said
bad.
that Spanish.
Un niño malo.
Niño
Un
malo.
niño malo. Un malcriado. That's what they say, malcriado.
What that does that translate to in English?
A direct translation is like raised wrong. That's like that's the direct translation.
You were that bad?
Yes, bro. Like I'm telling you, like I was bad in the aspect that like I wasn't a bad kid at heart. Like I wasn't like a bully or anything of that sort. But I just didn't listen. Like it took me to the point where, like, for example, I would go to like playgrounds and stuff, and I would do the most outlandish like type of thing, and you would never expect it. Like I would climb to the top. And I was a daredevil in the aspect, like, I would drive my grandma and my mom crazy. I would climb to the top. I would see, like, a kid who's, like, at this point, I'm talking about, like, I was in first grade. I would see a kid who's, like, in middle school. He would jump from, like, the top and do, like, a little parkour. Because that's what I was into when I saw, like, the YouTube videos and stuff. I would follow him. I'm, like, 6 years old. And I would jump from the top. And I would just do it.
Like, you hurt yourself?
No. I don't know how bad, but just do it. And I was a very adventurous kid, but, like, I was also like a big gamer and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to like just be in my own little world and do my stuff. So when it came to, you know, like natural things, like for example, chores, didn't really listen. Like I would get my spankings back in the day. And like how,
Your mama?
Hell yeah. I'll get my correazo. That's like a belt whooping.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it's natural. I'm just saying, like, I didn't listen. And I didn't listen to anybody. I was a very active, adventurous kid, and that's how I kind of like living.
You still are.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a good kid. Obviously not. But, like, I can still see those, like, adventurous, like, spontaneous, like, sort of characteristics you have now at 21 years old.
Yeah.
How was it like, I guess, you played sports growing up, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I play baseball.
Okay.
I've always been, like, super into, like, just, like, outdoors. I wasn't really an iPad kid, you would say. Like, I was more like a Game Boy kid. I play, like, 1 or 2 hours, like a DS type of thing. I played, like, my Mario and stuff. And then I used to stay at my grandma's house a lot. And she would just take me out. And we would go to the park from, like, 10 a.m. I kid you not. And then we'll get back home, like, 7 p.m. Like, I just love being outside. And I was always the type of kid that I wanted to learn how to skateboard. I wanted to learn how to, you know, play basketball. I wasn't really good at it. Or, like, yes, don't get me like that. Or, like, just, like, any type of sport. But my main calling, at least that my mom put me in, was baseball. I think it's just, like, a very Dominican thing to do.
It is very Dominican.
And then I also was, like, a big, chubby kid. Yeah. So it was, like, her way of keeping me active.
What was your position?
Originally, I started in third base. And it was, like, I liked it. And I guess, like, as I transitioned, I got older, I moved over to first base. And after that point, like, I got some speed under my legs. I was pretty fast, like, throughout high school.
Oh, yeah. Not fast.
Look, we should insert a video. We should insert a video.
We should, honestly. We should have recorded it, y'all. Sorry to cut you off, but this guy for the longest, since I met this dude, he said, "Oh, I'm faster, I'm faster."
Like in 5th grade, bro.
Mind you, this guy ran track. He was just like big baseball prospect and all that. So I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna beat me in the race. We raced like a few months ago. Cooked these guys.
He ain't cooked me. I
Cooked
let
his
him.
ass. Cooked his
I
ass.
let
And
him.
I ain't never played.
I let him because I didn't want to fly into the wall. That's how fast I was moving, by the way.
Look up. I've never ran track. I've never played professional basketball. Nothing. No basketball any type of level. And I still cooked you, bro.
We'll run it back.
We're gonna run it back, and then we're gonna. Matter of fact, we're gonna run it back during summertime. I'm gonna let you train.
Okay, so he's giving me
right. Yeah, I'm gonna be the.
I'm gonna pop one of these. You know the Kevin Hart? You ever see that segment? I'll cook you.
Okay. We're gonna see, bro. I don't even lie, but I don't believe you. I could have been like 3 times all the way to it.
You don't respect he talk to you? What is someone talk about?
I mean, dude, see, I'm a winner and I'm talking. You see, I'm not afraid to say to your face, you know. I caught you off mid podcast to blow your spot up and say that I beat you in the race. But yeah, no jokes aside. So baseball was like one of your passions. I'm assuming middle school.
Yeah.
When you started really young, how did that translate to like middle school and high school?
What, like the baseball career?
Yeah.
I kind of played it mostly for fun. Like I said, I was a bigger kid, so I was always taller, like stronger than the other kids on the field. So I always just played it for fun. I never really, quote unquote, took it seriously in the aspect that like when every kid plays baseball or like any profession or any sport, I should say, like the top goal is always to be like, oh, I want to be on the TV. I want to be a professional athlete. But I always kind of just played it for fun. I think it was in high school that I really took it serious, and that's when I actually tried to hone my skills. And like,
were you still playing third base at the time?
No. By high school, I shifted into the outfield. Like I was center field for a very long time.
Okay.
Yeah. So I played everywhere on the baseball field for the most part.
Is that where you're more comfortable
in the outfield?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for my stature, they don't like putting me out there. They like putting me in catcher.
Let me tell you something, guys. So he was that good at baseball. I have friends. I have a friend of a friend that went to school with him, and she knew him all for being on the baseball team.
Yeah.
And she described him as being a hot shot. Like he was like the jock of the high school.
Yeah.
So talk about that. Talk about your high school experience. 'Cause you're a very humble guy, so I know you're not gonna brag, but he was pretty damn good. So tell me.
I was good in the aspect that like I always trained and I always kept my mind on that. In terms of like a big jock, like hot shot type of guy, I always kept to myself though. Like I felt like I never really went out of my way to like make it like known like, hey, like yeah, I play baseball, I'm on the baseball team, like you know, traditional like varsity jacket type of thing. I was never that type of kid. Like I hung around my like friend group like at the time that I'm talking about right now, it's like my sophomore year. But I hung around a lot of juniors, a lot of seniors, and I guess that's how my presence really came to be known. But I've always been good in the sense that like, you know, came onto varsity as a freshman, delivered in big spots, and then I kind of just let my work talk for me. Like I've never been a showboater.
Yeah.
And I never liked to be that way because I think it was fairly young.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't even like on no like baseball or like schoolwork type of thing. It was just like a video game. I talked a lot of smack on 2K. This is when I used to play video games, and I got whooped. And I was like, nah, I've never took a smack again.
Yeah,
so I kind of I let that translate, and I always try to let my work do the talking for me. I'm not a big talker. I'll show you rather than say something.
Okay. That's really extra on my side. I like that. Mm-hmm. So after or like nearing like your junior, senior year, what I guess was like the next like what were you thinking? Like where did you want to take your life? Did you want to go to college? Has this always been something you wanted to do?
100%. From like freshman year of high school, my main goal was to be a professional athlete.
MLB was your thing.
Oh, 100%. That's like engraved in like,
oh wow.
If you're Dominican or like any Spanish heritage and you're playing baseball, they expect nothing less. Like that's the type of thing.
Crazy.
So it's like I would always like every time I go to a family outing and I'm like still today like family that I probably haven't spoken to in a while, if they like think of me, they probably think like, okay, Miguel like baseball. Like that's my label in a way. So it was kind of just like always around me, that thought of like trying to make it as major as I possibly can. So from a young age, from like 14 years old, that's what I wanted to do. Like it's either I was gonna go to college, play like insane amount of baseball, and just be like that, you know, athletic guy in college. Not really. I wasn't trying to go to school for anything like academically, and then just trying to use it as a gateway into like professional sports.
I was surprised you said you don't want to go to academic because you were very, on top of being good at basketball, you was very like bookworm. Like you were a really smart kid.
Yeah, but I never really took school seriously, if that makes sense.
So you were the type to just show up before, like, study like 30 minutes before and just like do well.
I wouldn't study. That was my thing.
Bro, just show up. You know what? I believe you because he does.
I wouldn't study.
Bro does damn near the same thing. We're in nursing school, by the way. I don't know if we said that already. You gotta sweat it on. He does the exact same. Well, he studies obviously, but like he's one of those kids where he doesn't have to look at something for too long for him to retain information, and he goes into the test and just damn near aces it. And then we're all just like, because you know how hard nursing school. We'll get to that later. So I see this started from a younger age. You've always been like well educated, intellectual.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say well educated, but I've always just had like a curiosity spark. Like I actively like learning. As nerdy as that may sound, like I look for that. Like I pay attention in classes. I was telling this to my friend the other day, but like obviously I go to the gym a lot, for example, right?
Yeah.
My main way of getting strong doesn't come from like fitness programs, lifting. It comes from physics. Meaning, the main like motivator or like my main tool that I'm using to like get stronger in my day-to-day life is like a simple formula that was created by Albert Einstein. And I'll tell a lot of people this.
For nerdy ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell me, put me over, yo.
It's power equals mass times velocity. On some stuff. That's as simple as it is.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm about to put you onto some game. So you could be powerful, right? But to cultivate power, you got to move mass at a very fast rate, or it's a correlation between the two. So like, let's say for example, if I have a very high weight, let's say 225, right? And I'm moving that extremely fast, 5 times, right? 225 for 5, but like I'm like NFL combine type of speed.
Oh, okay.
That cultivates more power than somebody who could do 225 for 5,
Slow.
struggling and pushing. I'm way more powerful in that aspect.
So you train like an athlete.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because like you know, some people they would probably I'd say disagree with you on the fact that they think you should go slower to get the most gains, like slow and
Yes, there's truth in that. I'm not saying like I'm not here to debunk any theories,
absolutely.
but I'm saying like just like the method that I've trained and how like I've been curious and I kept that curious mind. It's just by actively looking for things to implement in my day-to-day life. And that's just not even with lifting. I can apply this to any type of like scenario. But I've always had that curiosity spark. Like I've always been actively looking for something, and when people tell me something, whether that's like the most minuscule detail on the planet, it sticks with me because in a way I do like a form of active recall where I would just try to implement whatever they told me. Obviously, like you take away like the parts you need. I'm not saying that I'm a puppet at the end of the day, but like I would take these things, implement it in my life, and then that's just how I guess the neurons in my brain work.
So you have great memory, you say?
I would say yeah.
So when's my birthday?
March 3rd. Alright, March 2nd?
There you go.
Yeah, March 2nd. I was close. I was close.
You see, like
All
right, you got that. I mean, let's talk about the ladies. Oh, you're a ladies man. You light skinned, you're Hispanic. Of course, let's start in high school. High school, was you a ladies man?
No.
No?
I had a relationship all 4 years.
Freshman year?
Yeah. I've never been a player, man.
So you're a one woman type of guy.
Yeah.
That's rare now. You know what? My dad, my mom, yeah, they think punks. They think we're punks for being the way that we are. But I commemorate you because that's not easy, especially now, bro. All this temptation.
Yeah, but if you look, like clearly, like now is not the right time to do any of that, you know?
And I feel like you're not. You know how some guys they actively chasing girls. I'm talking about in high school too. Like they just want to fag this, bag that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like your mindset, you feel like that'll come like naturally. You're not like, especially as you're getting older, like it'll come. Like it's not something I have to actively chase. Cause guys, they bag a girl and they like, alright, I'm set, but they might not have anything or much going on for themselves. So it's like you kind of lose sight of where you want to go, and like if you like chase, girls. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like being a playboy, and if you could manage that while like of course getting money, I don't see no problem with that.
Yeah.
But a lot of men lose sight and they take their ego, they get in like an ego trip, and they kind of use that as a way to be like, okay, I'm good because I got more shorties than him. You know what I mean? And they might compare themselves and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
I feel like it's a dangerous like cycle to fall into.
Yeah.
Granted, let me put this out there. I'm not saying that you can't find love early, because somebody can find the love of their life at 18. And you can see it like even high school sweethearts who have been together since they were 14 years old and then are married and until they literally die. I'm not saying that doesn't work.
It's rare.
But I feel like in the society we're living in today, everything is very fast paced in the sense that like everything is click to your phone, whether that's you seeing social media, like, damn, she's bad, like type of thing. Like, let me swipe up, let me see what's going on. You kind of lose that authenticity. So like with like these type of people, because it's both sides. With these type of people who have like that quote unquote roster, it's like you're getting tied into so many different directions. Yeah. Like at that point, it's a dangerous cycle because you could like quote unquote keep your options open, but you entertaining multiple sides, what are you doing? Like, how does that relate to what you should be doing? So how is that authentic at all?
It's not, bro. Because it gets that lifestyle can't last forever.
It can't.
Like, it's cool. That's the thing. It's cool. Like, I don't want it to make it seem like we're bashing people that do it. Like, it's cool to do that when you're young. Yeah. But like, if you don't know when to shut that off and be like, let me just chill.
Yeah, you gotta have a limit.
Cause you're gonna get addicted to hiding this.
Yes, and then it stems way deeper. After some point, it stems way deeper.
Absolutely.
And I feel like it takes a lot to like really flip that switch, and like once you're in it, and flip that switch, and really say like, hey, like maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. And it usually comes from a result of something catastrophic.
And that's how you get baby mothers. Yeah. That's how you end up with, I'm talking about extreme cases.
Yes.
Guys, sneeze and stuff. Cause, a lot of people don't be rapping their willy nowadays. So
you really don't be selling
rap your willy. So it's like, you gotta be cautious. But of course, have your fun, but do have a good balance. So
yeah.
Don't lose sight of what you want to do.
Yeah. I'm saying like everything should be in alignment,
Moderation.
Yeah.
So like talking to 5 girls, talk to 2. That's
yo, bro.
Let's talk to what is it though? Especially not even what is it. But yeah. So how like
yo, you mother.
So
the problem. It's the problem.
I promise you I'm not. People are like, damn, they mad like
That's the most nice shit you're gonna probably say, bro.
So talk to me. College. Going into college. How was that? Because we go to the same college. Did you always want to go to St. Joseph University?
I did not. No. I actually had I had different intentions. Meaning like once I got to that phase that I wanted to start applying to colleges, I didn't know a lot. Meaning like I didn't know you had to take extracurriculars. I didn't know you needed to do like at this point, like it was COVID years and stuff, so like SAT and ACT was optional, but like things around that nature. So I wasn't too familiar, and it kind of was like in my senior year that I was like, oh shit, I kind of gotta start teeing up and like actually make my way into these type of schools. So I always knew that like to some extent, like I could think a little more critically, and I'm like, okay, I can't just let this be like a waste. Not saying that college is for everybody, but I felt like I had to do something with like the way I think. And so I kind of fell into this like gear of like, oh, I wanted to be like an engineer, some type of engineer. And it was either something with the environment, like, because I was really, like I told you, I always like being outside. I like, that type of thing. I like science. So I wanted to be either an environmental engineer. For some long point, I wanted to be a civil engineer, which is like, you're kind of looking at the landscape, seeing if it's good quality to build on, what happens if like, something goes wrong, like how would this affect like water pipes, or like, let's say if we're taking this more to like a rural society, like how would this affect like farmland that's around, like type of things like that. Eventually, it was nuclear at some point. Yeah. And then it became mechanical. And then for a very, very long time, I kind of picked aerospace. I wanted to build like rockets and stuff like that.
Oh, bro, you jumping from
Yeah.
one, like, so many different...
It was like a wide field, but I know this is what I wanted to do.
Okay.
But at the same point, like I want to.
It's just funny how you ended up with this.
Yeah, it's a big story, but I wanted to do like some type of engineering because I felt like I had the brains for it. But I also wanted to play baseball, so this is like a big thing, and it usually doesn't go well. Like if you're a good athlete, typically you want to abstain from like these more intensive fields.
Yeah, you would do like
because your main
sociology degree or
focus,
something.
yeah, like no offense, like a business degree, for example, like you would want to like do something that you can manage your athletics with,
Yeah.
and that you could dive deeper, like into your sports rather than like into your degree.
Yeah, because you want to focus on the sports.
Yeah, but I always knew that I didn't want to do something like that. I wanted to be like specialized in something. So
It's not impossible.
yeah, it's not impossible at all, but it's a big effort.
It does, yeah.
But eventually, like I started applying some to colleges. I got denied from a lot of the ones I really wanted to go to, including the ones that had like the engineering schools. Again, because I didn't know anything about like the application process. So at the same time, like I try to make sure that the criteria always included baseball. I had a college that I was going to go to. I was on the verge of committing. Kind of didn't work out. So at the end of the day, like I just kind of found myself at St. Joe's. And they didn't really have any engineering degrees except from like computer engineering. And I was like, okay, you know what? Like I've taken a few coding classes in high school. I'm like, I could do something good with this. Like I could use my brain power to use. Like, and it was a lot of money at the time. It still is, but now it's just more competitive. And everybody was hiring for like a computer developer. So I was like, okay, I'm going to go to St. Joe's. I'm going to play baseball here. And I'm going to do computer engineering, graduate 4 years, or like transfer out. No, my main plan was to transfer out of that 1 year to like a bigger school that had the engineering program and then had like a decent baseball team that I could compete with and that like kind of balance both.
Yeah.
Eventually, after my first year of computer science, computer engineering, I was like, this is not for me, like at all. I think it was one point where I was sitting in classes, like the beginning of sophomore year. I was sitting in class and it was like a professional class, meaning like computer science and professional. And he said like something along the lines of, this is what you're going to be doing like when you're at your desk, and then occasionally you're going to get up and then you're going to go interact with your
that's not true.
you're going to interact with your colleagues, but then you're going to go back and then we're going to just start coding again, and like this is how it's going to
That
be.
is not how you want to live.
I kid you not. I stood up the same class. The class didn't even finish yet, bro. I stood up in the same class, got up, left the class, emailed my advisor, and then I was like, because spontaneously right there, I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I got to do something like a scientific. I was like, you know what? Screw it. We're going to be a doctor. I was like, what? Yeah, I was like,
Bro, what?
I was like, screw it. We're going to be a doctor.
You made it in the middle of a lecture class?
Yes, bro. I couldn't do it. Because I was like, I'm a very active person. I can't sit still. Like, I can't. So me sitting and being confined to a desk, staring at a computer screen, I'm about crazy, bro.
Definitely some undiagnosed ADHD, bro.
But it got to that point, and I was like scrolling through the website. I'm like, bro, there has to be like another degree. There has to be. And I kind of saw nursing, and I was like, okay, I want to do something with
Because that's what St. Joe's is known for.
Yeah. I was like, I want to do something with people. It's something with science. I don't think I wanted to be a nurse because of the stigma that comes around with it. Exactly. I'm a guy. So people, for a long time, I struggled with the idea that people are going to look at me like, oh, if I go into nursing and then I'm going to lose all my masculinity. Like, that was like a big thing I was juggling with. So I was like, nah, man, nursing is not an option. I got to go to like med school or something.
Oh, man.
So they didn't have like a pre-med program. So I went into my counselor's office, like, yo, like I need something health related, nursing. Think about the prereqs, and then just transferring out to like some CUNY school or something to do a pre-med. I kind of just liked it, man. Like it was a big curve because like it was like, I would say like the first part of the semester, like it was literally the last day to switch your major, the last day just enroll in something in general. So like for a good amount of time, I had to catch up with the material because like we had an exam in like a week and a half. So I had to catch up, and I literally glued myself to a desk for 6 hours at a time after classes or in between classes. well, like in between classes, I would make up a total of 6 hours a day for the 5 days that I was going to school. And then I just studied, and like I started getting 94s, 95s.
Like EMP?
Yeah, this was AMP the first time. And I didn't talk to nobody. Like I was just like,
I remember.
yeah.
This was like mad. Like every time I heard you speak, it was just like asking to you a question.
Yeah, like I was locked in.
It was locked. Yeah. I just remember with your baseball cap, bro, had the headphones,
Yeah.
light skin ass. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? Because I ain't never seen you before, because you just showed up. Dang, so that's crazy. So you switched your major so much and you eventually found nursing. How do you like it so far?
Like I said, it was like a big stigma for a while, like because like a guy in nursing. Usually, like if you're a guy in nursing, is like a few things that can label you out.
Yeah.
So I was very like self-conscious about it.
Bro,
And for some long time,
So they see your checks.
oh, that too, but like I was very self-conscious about it for a long time. I didn't know it. A lot of people still don't know anything about like that type of stuff. Not necessarily because I'm embarrassed, but just like I don't like tell people my plans. I like show it.
Mm-hmm.
But like now I'm more comfortable in the sense that like, you know, I was fortunate that around the same time that I switched my major, I kind of ran into like an old friend of mine. He gave me the connects, and I landed a job within an urgent care setting, and I kind of got to see it in like both sides of the spectrum, like learning about it at school and then learning about it in a clinical setting.
Yeah, that must be really helpful.
And at first, like I was a little like weird with talking to people. Like I was like a little uncomfortable in a sense. But then after a while, it kind of just grew on me, and I realized that okay, this is what I want to do, and then I want to take it even a step further. So when we
At this point, freshman year, sophomore year, did you play baseball?
yeah, I played baseball, and it was pretty stressful. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, you were baseball, work,
Yeah.
school.
Mm-hmm.
You had a girl. Like,
Yeah.
That's a lot of balancing you got to do.
Yeah, it was a lot of balancing, but
You still.
I'm still doing most of these things.
still
Like,
doing that. Yeah.
now it's just kind of been incorporated to my routine. Like I know, like if it was about, I do the job mainly for the experience. I don't do it for the money. Like I don't get paid enough compared to like what I know friends in like different fields are currently doing. Like if I wanted to, I could be like a bartender, or I could be a server. I could get paid like 26 an hour. I could get paid up to 35 an hour doing some security job.
Mm-hmm.
And like if it was really for the money, like I could have just been doing something.
But like you want to be engrossed in the field that you're already gonna have a future with. You would ultimately want to become a nurse.
Exactly.
Higher. So I commemorate that you're sacrificing in a way money now for later. Yeah, as you have a plan.
Yeah.
And I think that's amazing, bro.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, man. Long days do not get easy. Then,
Ah, man, they don't, man. So, shut up. Yo, this guy's the biggest clown in school, bro. Yo, let's talk. Yo, let's talk about the health assessment real quick. Let's talk about. Yo, bro. So, what is that called? Heck, we have to do like a assessment, right?
yeah, head to toe.
Head to toe assessment, right? So in nursing school, you have to do it in order to pass the class health assessment. So there's digestive system, there's the respiratory system, cardiovascular, and then the peripheral.
Yeah.
We were partners, obviously, because like we met like you were a sophomore or a junior.
What?
You were a sophomore because I was a freshman. Because you came to school a year before me.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so we met sophomore year, and then we didn't really start getting close until like last year. Yeah, last year. That's when we really started locking in. So yeah, during this class, it was like the first. It was like health assessments, right? Bro, this guy is impossible to deal with. Like what? Like at first he's shy. You know, he's not very like talkative. He asks questions more, and then all of a sudden he just flipped the script. And then he just starts to act like a fool, like wacky. I see the real Miguel, bro. This guy, he does not like. He doesn't take nothing serious. So
You need that serious.
So I'm stressing. Like this guy knows everything at this point. Like when it comes to assessments, all systems, and I'm still like I'm not as a fast learner as him, so it takes a little bit more time for me. And I'm over here trying to I gotta remember the appendix and the liver's right here, the right quadrant. This guy's just like dancing in front of my face. just vibing. And then the professor's like, he's also the teacher's pet, by the way.
I'm not the teacher's
He
pet.
is the teacher's pet. Everybody loves him.
I don't do that. I don't kiss.
Okay, like he's like, you don't try to be a teacher's pet, but like they just automatically like you. Like, I'm telling you, bro. I'm not saying it, bro. You know who the professor is that. She's always like that's her favorite student. Anyways, I'm trying to purchase it. Oh my god, we gotta lock in, bro. The assessment is tomorrow. Bro, just like. And then we have finals the next week.
Yeah.
All these classes. But you know what? I feel like that's a good thing to have. You're very laid back and nonchalant when it comes to certain things. You don't stress it, especially as a guy in this field.
Yeah.
That's another thing I wanted to talk about. Like, we're already in the minority because it's we're talking about mostly females.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to say females are like, fine, I'm going to say females are kind of dramatic a little bit. And that they're like,
more emotional.
They're, more emotional creatures than us.
Bro, yo, man, what are you talking about? Yo!
They're more emotional, so when it comes to like certain stuff, they're like more stressed, and we're more like the laid back. So it's good to have a person like that, and I'm like that too. But this guy takes it to a whole different level. This guy just be chilling, cloud 9. Mm-hmm. How did you like? Were you always like this? Were you always like? Were you a hothead at one point? Really?
Yeah.
So you calmed down some.
Yeah.
When were you a hothead? I would say.
When I was a kid.
Really?
I'm a crash out. A little crash out.
Was a crash
like
out?
me out. That's what I was.
You was a crash out?
Yeah, a little crash out.
But you never really got into fights.
I wasn't a crash out with other
I'm
people.
surprised.
No. I wasn't like I said, I wasn't a bad person. Myself! Like, if I lose my... Nah, not like that. Not like that. Like, if I lose my video game, I'm like... like, type of thing.
Would slam the controller down, punch the TV.
Yeah, like that type of thing.
What? I can never see you doing that now.
Yeah, man. Like, I think the way I kind of mellowed myself out, a lot of it does come from the gym. As simple as that sounds, it does come from the gym.
During your darkest days, did you find yourself in that gym?
Oh, bro, twice a day.
What?
Yeah, for like hours at a time. I remember I would go to the... This was very like during COVID. I feel like everybody was isolated. It was kind of like that weird, like depressive. Like
It was.
everybody was kind of like gloomy, like low, like down, everything.
No energy.
Yeah, and I kind of just like found myself because like my siblings are way older. Like they didn't live with us. They didn't live with me, and my mom like she was going through some health issues at the time, and so I kind of like had all this dark energy in a way. Like I was very angry. Like I pretty much all there was to do at this time, like as everybody knows, just play video games if that's what you were into.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, like play video games, eat food, and then
That's what I was doing.
and then just kind of like loathe in your house, like just kind of be in silence.
But you can't do that.
I can't.
You gotta
I was
be
going
active.
insane.
You gotta be active.
I was going insane. I can't sit down.
Yeah.
Like I was going insane, and I think like to some point it was like I was having a good run. Like I found my foundation in school at the time. Like I had a good solid group of friends. I was playing well in baseball, and I kind of like felt like it was unfair that everything got stripped away at a certain point. So I became like very angry. I wasn't very conscious of what it was, but like I know it was like a hot fuse, and because of this, like I don't know, like once the gyms opened up, and like even before that, like I would just run.
But how old are you?
I was working like 15.
15, 16?
I would go to the gym with my mom like at 14 years old, but like on her guest pass. But I would just do like the main like quote unquote gym bro stuff like it's like like bicep curls, and like I'll do like straight abs, like that's what it was. But like once like I became 15, like that's when I started running. That's when I started doing push-ups, sit-ups, playing stuff like that. And then for like my 16th birthday, I was like, yo mom, I just want a gym membership. And like, once I got that gym membership, it was over, man. And like all that dark energy, all that like frustration I had, I would just go to the gym and just like pain
Flush it out.
Yeah, like every day was, as corny as it sounds, pain. Like I would go twice a day. I'm telling you, like there would be times where I would wake up. I would never go in the morning because I was like sleeping. But I would go like at 12 p.m. and then I go out do like some crazy ass like lifting session for
Leg days.
yeah, for like 3 hours.
Legs
I'm
or
telling you,
legs?
like 10 workouts, bro, 4 sets each, and like as heavy as I possibly can every single time. No, like laid back. Okay, today we're gonna do like.
Oh, nothing.
I mean, warm ups is yeah. Like I'll warm up and stuff, but I wouldn't do like. I wouldn't baby anything, and then I'll come back and then run it back. Not like the same muscle group, but I would just do like cardio or something.
You basically lived in the gym, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like if I go through my camera roll, like through this entire time, that's all I have in my camera roll.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think that's where I kind of got like, that was my outlet, moving. Moving.
That was your, I guess, way of like having some type of discipline in your life.
Yeah.
I get like
Indirectly. I didn't start that way, but indirectly, yeah.
I can tell you probably had a lot of negative energy.
Oh yeah,
Or like
100%.
a lot of. Did you experience a lot of traumas growing up?
Yeah, a lot. In the sense that like, you know, like I won't dive too much on here because I'll like share this type of stuff.
No, please.
But like, I was really close to my grandmother, for example, because my mom worked a lot. Like she has to do what she had to do, and like she passed away when I was 8 years old. So I pretty much like, it was kind of like a disconnect there. Remember how I said like she would take me outside all the time from like as early as she could take me out to as late as she could stay out. Like, and then so my mom worked a lot. My sisters were doing their own thing. So in a way, it kind of like removed that. Remember, like I can't sit still.
Yeah.
Like that active component of myself that kept me like, you know, chill, like happy and stuff. It kind of got taken away because like of her death and stuff. And then like, you know, as the years went on, like I ended up getting my throat slashed, stuff like that. Yeah. Like it was like when I was 14, and then like, you know, it kind of just built up. Like I never really talked to people about these type of things. Like my mom had some health issues, my cousin had some health issues, my cousin passed away, like stuff like that. So
sorry.
Yeah, but like I think in a way it made me into the type of person that I am today. I'm not saying that this is a finished product, but like there's so much of myself that, you know, for a long time I'll be like, oh, this is so unfair. Like, you know, how come they get to just be born into like these certain circumstances, or how come they can have these, you know, like materials? How come like this person gets to hang out with their family every day? How come, you know, like stuff like that. Like I always just view life as unfair, and then I think to some point I just kind of flipped the switch in myself. I'm like I'm young, but like I notice things very like distinctly, and I kind of see it in a way where like after like this dark period, like and all this working out and stuff, I really started diving more into like reading and like philosophy type of stuff. And I know it doesn't seem like it by appearance, but like I love that type of stuff, man. Like I said, I always had a curious mind. So when I would have these negative thoughts, and I would kind of like sidebar and lose track of like what I really wanted, which was like, you know, just to play ball, like just like be a kid, be a teenager. Like I started reshaping my thoughts in a way where, you know, there's a duality of things. For example, there's a common phrase that a lot of people who are depressed or who are anxious, like they kind of get into the mode where it's like, oh man, like nobody cares. And for a long time, like I kind of found myself in that pattern. And then at some point, I'm like, bro, nobody cares. Meaning, you could do whatever you want. Obviously, like, don't hurt anybody, right?
Yeah.
But like, you have the power to do a lot of the things that you have interest in.
You have a purpose of.
Yeah, whether that's creatively, whether that's like, you know, in a formal setting. If you want to be a doctor, who's stopping you? Nobody cares. Exactly. So go all out on it. You want to be a professional skateboarder, go all out. Nobody cares. Like, so I kind of started viewing my thoughts in that way. I'm like, hold on, like,
You think like reading as well kind of helped?
yeah, education, like, it's something that's not emphasized enough, but I'm not just saying you have to read like, you know, Picasso or like touch up on Picasso's like autobiography or something like that. But just like getting exposed to like different type of material, different types of perspective, because in a very stimulating environment like New York City is, like, you know, train systems, like the violence is occurring, you know, for that type of matter, it kind of like separates yourself from your own thoughts. You're like, okay, this is how somebody's viewing it. And in certain cases, you could apply that to yourself, and then you could be like, okay, this is not like what's going on here. Like, that's not what I see for myself. And it helps widen your perspective all around. So I feel like, not saying that you have to be like a chronic reader, you have to be a bookworm, but getting exposed to these different types of information definitely help build you into
especially at
a better
age.
person. Yeah.
And I just want to say, like, I mean, I know you've dealt with a lot of trauma in your life that we won't unpack here, but I know for a fact, like, you've grown and you continue to grow. And a person like me would have never thought that. Like, people at the school, they just see this light skin, this dimple always smiling. Like, that's the impression you leave people. And I really commemorate you for that, because a lot of people would take that dark energy and they wouldn't channel it into something good. Like, they would do drugs. They would probably, I don't know, hang out with the wrong crowds, be in a gang or something.
Yeah.
You kind of took that energy and saw past that. And something you always tell me, I'm sure that you'll have it the rest of your life. Like, you wanna eventually, like, remove yourself from the space that you're in and provide better for your family.
Yeah.
And especially the family that you're, you want to have kids as well, I'm assuming. So, like, you want them to do well. You want them to have a better life than you, which is, of course, the point.
Yep.
But I can see these are things that the way that you are being so young, thinking about these things for yourself. I can tell you're very what's that word? You don't think about yourself first. Like, you're willing to sacrifice yourself for others' happiness, in a sense, if you love them, like for your kids, for your wife, for your dear, for whatever.
Yeah.
I can see that trait within you, and it's a good trait. But you also are focused on yourself, not to misconstrue that even. But I can tell you're very, like, you're not self-centered. You care about other people, and you'll be fine. You'll be successful. Like, I see that. I see that in you. I see that in your eyes. Man.
Yeah, it's a
you come from. You come from, like, you have a hustler's mindset. Like, you're grinding right now. You're on the grind. You're working freaking every day.
Yeah.
Like, you're
12 hours a day. It's not easy,
like,
my
dog,
guy.
that's not easy.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, with your mindset, you can't fail, and you refuse to fail. That's not an option.
Not just my mindset, bro. It's applicable everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just show up. Whether that's you're showing up upset, you're showing up angry, you're showing up happy, you're showing up content. So just show up. It's a building block.
It's like the gym. Just show up.
It's not even that. Just look at everything else, bro. Look at the skyline, bro. You think if somebody was like, nah, today is not the day, man. Like, while they're building the Empire State Building or something, like, it's not today, man. Like, something's going on, or having problems with my wife or something like that. Like, this is not today. You think that would have ever got built? No, them people back in like the early 1900s, for example, they just showed up at for food for table or something like that. But like, just like a matter of showing up could build something great, and things like that are a good example. And like, I think it just goes to like a lot of like just it's simple. It's a lot of simple things that a lot of people avoid because we do live in such a complex world. Like, things are so challenging nowadays that I think I saw like a post online, like, before then, we'll escape the real world with technology. Now people are escaping technology with the real world. So if like you just look at a certain thing, and like how I said earlier, with like the power equation, right? Power equal to mass times velocity. That's simple, bro. Like, if you just apply the simple steps, you're gonna build something. Not just saying like within your whatever. You could just build something within whatever you want, that reach, that realm, just by showing up each day. Just by showing up and just trying to take everything in. With a negative experience, take it in, try to make it positive. And then in some ways, vice versa as well. It's a paradox. You kind of take the positive experiences and then like be like, okay, maybe that was a little negative, like maybe that wasn't the best thing to happen, but like you look at the entire picture and it helps you create a better pace.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'll probably still be in the same type of mindset I am now.
I hope so.
Oh yeah. This shit not stopping, bro. I can't, man. I have to die for this shit to stop. That's the only time this was gonna stop.
I can tell, bro. Like
5 years, what I want to do is like, I want to be continuing to build this like goal that I have for myself. And I know I will do it, and I'm going to be much more better off in the sense of like where I'm at in my point in life. And I want to just be able to provide back to, people who have helped me, and just like kind of bring a better and more positive, influential message. Because it's not all about you at the end of the day, right? Because like I feel like people get stuck in these tangible like goals. No, these fixed goals, like I said, which is like, for example, a lot of people want to be rich, right? Why do you want to get rich? I always said that to myself, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get filthy amount of money. Like I want to be loaded, right? But what does it matter? Like if you're in a Lamborghini, right, in 10 years, if nothing in your life brings meaning aside from like that type of money, nothing matters, bro. Like it doesn't matter. And I don't know if I'm making sense.
No, you're making complete sense.
But you have to, like, when I'm saying like I want to get back, like I want to get back to my mom, I want to get back to my friends. I just want to live. I want to have a good time. Like, there's a lyric from like Bad Buddy song, like I love red wine, I love the smile of my friends, I love the hugs of my family, I love the looks of the woman, like stuff like that. Like it's simple shit, right? But so many people nowadays get caught up in like fixed goals, which is like, oh, once I get this, I'm gonna be happy. No, bro, once you get that, you're gonna want something more. So it's like I'm not chasing money. Money is good because it's a cushion, but I'm just chasing everything that comes with it, that comes along that path to quote unquote greatness, bro.
No, for real.
And it may sound vague, but maybe that's what this shit is, bro.
It is. You make it.
Yeah, you make it your own story.
It's very simple. People try to like make it more complicated than what it is, but truly, you're breaking it down the way that makes it simple. Because honestly, humans desire the undesirable. Like we want some things.
Oh, that's a bar, bro. That's a bar.
Oh boy. We chase things that we know we can't get sometimes, and I kind of guess that's kind of what pushes you at the same time. That's what
Duality of it.
The duality of it, because without that, you're not living. You wouldn't have any goals. You wouldn't have any like type of any ambitions, right? Because right now we're not rich. Like we want to be rich, but like we're not rich. And like you said, you want to know why. Like you have your why, I have my why. And I agree. I do feel like it's important for people to have theirs as well. Because let's say you want to lose weight, you would, but I don't want to lose weight. I want the number on the scale to go down. Okay, but why? If you know your why, then that at 10 p.m. when you thinking about snacking on that, I don't know, that Twix or that chips, you're like, okay, I remember my why. Now I'm gonna be like, all right, let me just drink a bottle of water and just act like I'm full. Like it helps you in the process of like achieving those goals. And that's just a little example, but right, I appreciate the gems you dropping with those feelings.
Yeah,
you talk like you're like older, like
you're 21.
He's unk, bro.
I'm unk at 21.
He's unk at 21. You're cooked, bro.
I'm cooked, bro.
I can't
I'm 40, bro. I'm like,
bro's.
in Mumbai.
Would you go to the mountains with they're like bald, like
it's like
they're like
Tibet.
The monks. Would you go?
I'll do that. I'll do it for the experience. Yeah, I'll do it for the experience.
I can see you doing that for like was like or something. Like, yeah,
I'll buzz my head. I'm like, yo, what's up, y'all? I mean, I look like y'all, but like we brothers, you know?
Yeah. Hey man, you got a bright future though, man. I appreciate you, bro. You have a very bright future. I always tell you all the time, man. Are you a single man?
I am. I want to get into that. I'm not doing that.
We're gonna get into it, but like, you kind of like hinted a little bit before. Like, you're a one woman type of guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No, it's just like, it's like, you know what? It's because we're in college. I guess it's the college you go to. Like, there's not. When I thought of college, I thought of like frats.
Yeah.
Thinking of party. I'm thinking of like getting shit faced at a party or a function, and we don't do that. We don't do that. So it's like we don't even like, and I kind of appreciate that in a way. Like the St. Joe's, even though they do have their faults, it is a good school in that they like it keeps you on track because you're still downtown Brooklyn, so you can go out to the club if you want.
Oh, Jordan,
But
yeah,
like-
that party.
But there isn't like how I say it's like it's not like a lot of things that'll throw you off the course. And like I like that. It's like a small university.
Yeah.
So big ups to St. Joseph University. Shout out
Big
to
ups,
St. Joseph.
bro. You got it, man.
Yeah, we got 3 more semesters to go.
Yo, I see the light.
We're right there. I see the light and the tunnel. My gosh. How was the first semester in nursing school for you?
It was really good, man. I like this is what I've been wanting, in the sense that like the material, it's nerdy as that may sound right now, it fascinates me.
Yo, this guy.
I love learning about the human body. I love learning about
Yes.
medication. I love learning how it works. I like interacting with people. Like I look at it as like obviously like don't take this the wrong way, whoever wants. But like I look at it as like showing up to work in pajamas and then you just helping out people, making them better. And that's the type
what
of
it is.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, bro, very predominant. Just showing up, making sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, and I like the clinical experience about it. I wish I could do a little more hands-on
What was my
stuff.
favorite clinical so far? Well,
I like the geriatric one, like the fundamentals one.
you did it?
Yeah, just because I could do stuff. Like we gave injections and we gave
Lucky.
yeah, like I got to clean a wound, bro. Like it was literally like a hole like this big in somebody's back,
Wow.
and I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Like surgery? Or like,
No, there's wound clean.
I know, but like what type of, what happened?
Oh, it was just a bed sore. Like, bro, he got like
What?
completely neglected. Yeah, like he came into the facility for rehab, but he was completely neglected. His entire back was like ripped open, and you could see like all the tissue and stuff, like all the fascia. And I looked out, wow, but like stuff like that.
It's like a gross out thing.
Yeah, but I looked at it, I was like, yo, that shit's fascinating.
Yeah, that's how I know you. This Medicare, healthcare is definitely a thing.
And I like talked to like this one lady, like she was 100, like 101, and she was like still moving around. The only reason she was there is because she broke her arm because she fell. And it was concerned, but like she still cooks at home. 100, bro. I was like, yo, give me a secret.
Yeah, like I'm
trying to have that, yeah.
I'm trying to still be active when I'm on it. I like psych. Psych was
That was interesting.
it was very interesting to me, even though it wasn't hands-on. I always a lot of like looking and observing. I think that it opened my mind to a lot of things, especially we were working with child and adolescents and seeing like how mental disorders could start at such a young age.
Yeah, especially when it's substance induced.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
like in New York, you see a lot of that.
Yeah.
You see a lot of these young kids nowadays, man. Like,
Yeah. So it's like now that I'm seeing the trajectory, hopefully that they don't follow, but like it's different than seeing a person that came in when they're like 30, because you didn't really get to see how their childhood affected them to the point that led up to this moment. But now I'm seeing like, okay, it can start from young, and sometimes it's just tossed up as, oh, they're just like depressed.
yeah,
There's well, you saw we were at Bellevue. A lot of the people at Bellevue had like depression, but it was something on top of that. Like somebody had psychosis
yeah,
or induced substance psychosis. So it's like a lot of things that facilitate that type of disorder that they may have. So I thought that was
factors that go into it, and there's a lot of things that kind of like they're normalized, bro. Like in New York, especially, like a lot of these quote unquote YNs, like young kids, like
YNs, bro.
like
Gotta be careful,
man. You gotta be careful, dog.
Oh my god, we make fun of it. It's funny,
Yeah,
but
but-
that's really not.
It's not.
You can't fight no more without getting shot, dog. Not.
I wasn't thinking of that.
Hey, Miguel, if you out on the street and then you go and fight somebody, there's a high chance, especially compared to like back then, they were actually like run the thing. Like they'll give you 30 seconds and y'all cool after.
Yeah.
Now it's like people pulling out guns. It's not even just knives. Like they're pulling out guns and they're young people.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's not worth it, bro.
you can't fight nobody nowadays, even without like even if you win. What if they double back, they come back and then pull out a gun? Like there's always been a thing. Don't get me wrong, but now I feel like it's more prevalent than ever
Yeah.
because of guns. That's a whole different topic.
It's a crazy like realm you could dive into.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. But now it's like nobody know fighting anymore. Everybody pulling out weapons and stuff. It's like, dog. Even though I will say we never got to a fight with Oregon kids, but we're from the outside looking in. Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like a lot of these kids throwing away their lives just because somebody, I don't know, looked at their girl the wrong way or something. Like, bro, like,
It's not worth it.
let's move on, bro. Like, it's not that deep.
And you can see like a lot of that, like, not saying that a lot of the kids in there were violent, but like, you could just see the influence in a way. Like, you can just see the influence of like how a lot of like their diagnoses brought them in, and it kind of makes me think more because we're like similar in age. Like, we're not that far over these kids.
They're like 16.
Yeah, like, and it's insane, man. Like,
One kid was 17, he was 17.
yeah,
Like,
that was an interesting fight, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying. That's why was my favorite so far. Are you excited for next semester?
Next, oh hell yeah, give me that, give me money, give me money.
So we doing med-surg versus doing med-surg 1. Yeah, med-surg 1.
Message, labor and delivery, pharmacology too. We're running that back,
Yeah.
and then we're doing
Informatics?
nah. There's one more class. What I'm missing.
It's informatics.
Is informatics?
That's what
I think so. Yeah, you're right.
okay. But yeah,
Yeah, they made the mistake of putting me and this kid together.
Yo, it's over. 2 male nurse student nurses.
Not even that, but just
They need to see us in our like especially with the group we have.
Yo,
It's not just us. The group of kids we hang out with, and we're all guys, so it's like even more fun.
oh my god.
It's like we're the select. It's like more girls than us, obviously. So it's like our little group of guys. It's just
The brotherhood, man.
that funny. We're close because not a lot of them, so we got
So we got to become closer because
yeah. This is shared experience.
it's just shared experiences. Like, we all have that type of like just common goal to it.
Yeah.
But we know how to differentiate. Like, we know when to lock in.
Yeah,
We know when to like.
joke around because you can't take this stuff too seriously.
Yeah, you're gonna go crazy.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
especially when we do become nurses. Oh man, we're gonna get desensitized to a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like,
Gonna have me outside the hospital, bro.
yo,
Nah. Nah, I can't say that.
but yeah, man, no say anything on this cancel.
Yeah, that's what it is. God, cut that out.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited for the future, and especially when we graduate. I know you're gonna be doing good things. Hopefully, we're doing good things together.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm dragging you along. You go to the ER, bro.
ER?
Yes. Yes, you
That's
are.
crazy, bro.
Yes, bro. You have to do it with me, man.
That's so fast. I'm gonna love it, but like, damn, like, that's you just see a lot. Like, we're gonna have stories.
Yeah, bro. Bring on the Lord. Bring on the dad Lord, man. Bring on the dad Lord.
Might as well. But
You need hobbies outside of that, too.
yeah, you gotta distract yourself. Like, I might have to pick up golfing. No cap. I'm just like golfing. I have to do one of them. Bro, I'm in a fast-paced environment. I gotta slow it down.
You want to get better at snowboarding, right?
All right, see, that's insane. Yeah. I'm not that. I'm going from one fast-paced activity to another one. But I'm gonna get nasty by then. Trust me. I'm telling you, I'm nasty.
You got to,
I might be in the Olympics.
You gonna be in the Olympics?
2030.
I'm your cameraman. Oh, no, you died. You died.
Just because I'm choking up at the fact that sounds so ridiculous. Like, yeah,
You're choking up.
yo, bro, at the podcast, bro.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you for making an appearance on my podcast. Is there anything else you want to like say or like plug in? Let the people know.
Everything is in your mind. That's right up. Everything is in your mind.
Still cool. You're gonna leave us
Yeah. And make a balance out of everything.
like that, like dash Miguel Toribio.
Sash me go through. You can leave me anonymous in this.
Anonymous.
Everything is in your mind.
Everything is in your mind.
Yeah.
Remember that.
As simple as that sounds. Everything is in your mind.
I appreciate that, my boy. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yes, sir, bro.
It was a great experience. And you want to leave your Instagram or anything? Tag yourself. What is it you want to read, bro?
We're remaining out of this.
Well, again, I appreciate you for joining us. And
Yeah. On record, now what you expected. Once you get the message, you got perspective. Now get connected, it's brothers on record. Now get connected, it's brothers on record. That's right, two brothers, one mic, tap in. That's right, two brothers, one mic, tap in. That's right, two brothers, one mic, tap in. It's brothers on record, plug in and stay connected.